What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne. We back with another video. Yes, sir. And then, man, the last video I did was to pop the balloon or find love for these damn old ass people, man. Absolutely sickening. Today I'm gonna do the part 2, which is the rest of the show. The first episode had 2 dudes on there and a whole bunch of old grannies and stuff, but this is the part 2 to it, so I'm gonna finish out that one and then we'll get on the other one. So yeah, I know I'm looking a little real rough, you know what I mean? I haven't got to my barber. He got a job just like I got a job, and shit got to line up. So I'll eventually get to him, and you know, I'll get swagged out with my beard. But man, oh man. So hold on real quick, let me just check something. Alright, so yeah, it works. I'm gonna pull up the pop the balloon to find love. And shout out to the dude, by the way. His name is I don't know what his damn name is, but it don't matter. His name is Silly Ass Wig or whatever, it don't matter. But anyway, this is the show, and then let's transition over there. So this is where I left off. I literally left it up. I just wanted to leave off where I was. And so, man, we getting ready to get into it. Man, look at these. Look at your options, bruh. And these are people trying to find love. This is absolutely sickening. And then these two in particular, or these three, she seems like she's here for the right reason. She's trying to play the guy card. She ain't got too much luck. But these three right here, particularly this one and this one, they acting like the cream of the crop. Like they have so much like vibrato. She told the dude to take his glass off. He put him back on. She pops her balloon saying, "Oh, well, you don't listen." It's like, ma'am, who are you? As if a guy's got to listen to you. But of course, it's just foolishness. It's foolishness all around. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna cut the volume up. Hold on real quick. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna rewind it, cause I want to make sure the volume is nice and tight.
Real one, can my next real one come on down? Come on down.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.
Yeah.
Getting
It
8 ads
seemed
every 20
like
minutes is
it's-
actually diabolical. Meet Pi, the ad blocker that actually
Yeah, it
works
seems
on
like it's
Twitch,
good. So we
aka
getting ready to rock with
every
that.
Yeah.
We getting ready to rock with that.
I will. One. Sure. With the yams. That's okay. It's okay. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to steal your real one. Do you think she could be? I will take your mic. Looking at yams, my man. Yeah. Clap it up. Clap it up one more time. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's get ready for the next one. Let's get ready for our next real
right, so
one.
here we go.
Can my next real one come on down? Come on down.
Thank you.
Welcome. Would you
Oh,
please
man.
tell me?
Wow. What was that?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh my goodness, bruh. Oh my goodness. Dumpling. Carrot stick. And then this one is just stick of butter. Oh, this is just absolutely. Shout out CGA. This is reprehensible. This is I'm absolutely flabbergasted at like how these girls can just pop with such. I don't even know what to say. I'm completely lost. How this video doesn't hit 50 or 100 million views, everybody from 18 to 65 watching this video, I have no idea. This should be this video should be the most played video on YouTube, especially in this genre or this category of love, relationships, or whatever, because it just shows like the absurdity of just everything. But we can ready to go on and see what they pop for. I bet it's some BS too. So
Okay, I will pay the rent.
That was a little fast. Let's start with this. We didn't even get to name yet. Can you tell us your name, your age, and What you do?
Okay. My name is Fontaine Robinson. My age is 67. I own a small business called Always Clean, and I'm also an actor. And I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, by the way, from the East Coast.
Okay.
And
Let's go with this. We will get there, but I want you to still be able to share a little more about.
These girls are like, okay, you got a job. This is just, I'm dumbfounded at this. And they backs big than a bitch too. Big backedness. But hey, it is what it is. I'm done, man.
What are you looking for in a real one? What are you looking for?
somebody who cares about themselves, who's ambitious, and who's passionate about something in their life and are not afraid to go out there and reach out and get it and grab.
That's your first L, sir. Ambitious. I'm pretty sure none of these women are ambitious, but it's fine. If they're not, if they're ambitious, cool. But the fact that they're not ambitious or whatever like that, it doesn't really matter. But typically when people get older, their ambition, male or female, tends to kind of drive down because they're older. They're more tired. They don't have they have more free time, but it's like they have health complications. So half of them are sick or big backed. You know what I mean? No. So more people are going to drive down when they get older. You know, they're going to slow down, and ambition is going to go, it's just going to tank. But let's just see.
Grab it. You know, don't let nothing hold you back. You know, just take a chance. Life is about taking a chance. If you don't, you'll never know. So it's just taking a chance and see what happens.
I mean, it seems like he has a good head on his shoulders, and he understands like how life is supposed to be and all that. But bro, you on it, this is sad.
So I think maybe all y'all might be in that category.
Take it
a little bit.
Okay.
And
let's go for one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
What are some red flags that you have in a relationship? For example, if the lady does something.
Greedy. Always want. Doesn't take care of himself. People on the East Coast, they're into fashion. I know it's out here in California. I don't really see that. You know, but on the East Coast.
Okay, so he's in California. People are into fashion. Greedy and don't take care of themselves. Well, I mean, from the lineup, it's not necessarily somebody takes care of themselves, because some of these women are actually smaller than women 30 years younger than my fault, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. But I mean, at the same time, it really doesn't matter, you know. I guess when you're this age, but
Coast of New York, Chicago, and Boston, they're dressers. So out here, I don't see a lot of that. So just somebody who likes to look nice all the time and not afraid to open up.
All right.
So we'll see what happens with that.
All right. Well, we did get some popped balloons. Some
Yes.
real ones broke their own hearts. So let's come on down and see what's happening. Let's start right here with this wonderful real one. Name, age, and why you popped.
Hi, my name is Henri, and I'm 64. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow.
So we're all single here.
Okay, so what do you like in a man?
Well, let me ask, I asked her why she popped. So
okay.
I'll do my job for a brief moment. Why did you pop?
Well, it looks like those are chicken bones.
Right. This is from my grandmother.
Around your
Okay, yeah.
neck.
She's from the South. She's Indian, Cherokee Indian.
That's beautiful.
So she passed it on to me. So I had this about like 15 years.
Okay.
This is the second one. I went to a friend's house and his dog ate the other ones.
Oh.
So I didn't know he was that hungry, but so this is another one. So can you imagine that?
No.
Yeah.
he seemed like a good dude. He seemed like free-going, happy-go-lucky, like a really nice person, like somebody that like you could sit down and actually talk and actually learn something from. More important than anything else about these shows and the dynamics between guys and girls or men and women, like you can actually learn something from somebody, and that's something that's amazingly lacking in like the show. And that has nothing to do with like Arlette or this guy or anybody who does the Pop the Balloon or Find Love series at all, because you don't know none of these people and you don't really quite give a damn about none of them. You don't care if they get success or not. You care about your views and all that. So I get it, but just a missing component, I would say, is like if you can learn something from somebody, because it's not always like the guy is supposed to like dominate over the woman or vice versa. Like you're supposed to learn something too. at the end of the day. I'm not saying you learn something new every day. That's definitely for sure. Just the amount of like TikTok videos and stuff or Instagram reels that I seen where somebody does something like with a can opener or like how you pour juice with a top or something like that. And I'm like, damn, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. Or even like when you go to the Chinese store and they give you that little white container that has that metal like little handle on it that actually folds out into a plate. Nobody knows that until I saw it on Instagram. So I just say that to say you're supposed to learn something from interactions that you take on, especially with people. You don't have to in every single one, but ideally you would want to learn something. So you would want to learn a trick or some type of trade or some type of new technique, maybe some historical. You actually learn like you don't learn how to better yourself. You can learn something that can better yourself or that you can pass down, because that's essentially how information, time, resources, love and investments, that's how all that stuff kind of passed down. Like your mom and dad taught you, you grow up, you have children, you teach them, they grow up, you pass on, and they teach their kids. Hopefully they're teaching their kids better, but the premise is still there. You're supposed to learn something. So shout out to him for having like, I guess, an Indian heritage or anything like that, but something, I mean, is as cool or unique as that. You know, he carries something from his grandmother. I don't have anything from my grandmother in particular, but yeah, you know, he it sounds like he cares much about his family, and that's a great trait to have in anybody, more or less a guy like, you know, you really don't see from other people. Because I want all the people who are ever going to watch this video, okay, think of your mom and dad. How much of their stuff do they keep from their, how much do they have anything that came from their grandfather? Your dad, if you're 25 to 50, do you have anything that came from your grandfather that's in your physical possession? Whether it's a coin or watch. Some people have handguns. I mean, my grandfather had, on 4th of July, used to come down and like shoot his handguns with him in his backyard. I don't know where any of them damn guns are now. You know what I mean? He had like little 22s and 32s and stuff like that. He wasn't like no like smuggler or anything, because you gotta remember he died I think back in 08, but how old he would have been, 80 something. So he was around when times weren't good for people like him at all. So it's just, I mean, you have those pictures. I have pictures of like older family members, but it's just neat and intricate things like that that really don't get a light shown on them by being on this show. So yeah, let's just see what she gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
So,
No,
I dare
we
you
gotta add.
to let me build you a completely free
I'm gonna get these ads out too.
e-commerce
It's just,
store
man, I had a
preloaded
premium
with
account, but
20
then they
handpicked
kept
products
showing
that
me
are
ads, and
trending
I'm
all
not
over
about
the
to pay
world.
for if I'm not getting
Basically,
service. So
it's just that
it's something like unique a little bit.
it's unique,
Yeah.
but also it's a little scary.
Yeah, it is. It
I'm
is.
getting on a voodoo side.
Oh, not too much of that. No, my grandmother just, anything your grandparents tell you, it's always for real. She's been through the storm.
Okay, and
You
I
gotta
totally
remember that.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. You look very
Yeah.
nice. I
Thank you
love
very
your
much, and you do
dress.
too, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it was the bones.
The bones that like threw you off. Oh my God, what are they?
I can see that they're real.
But see, if I
bones.
take you on a date, you get hungry. I can always, you know what I'm saying?
Not on the bone.
Okay,
babe.
okay.
Fascinating. All right, we'll move forward after that.
Okay.
yeah, see, he's so free spirited. Like, I'd like to meet him and just, you know what I mean, talk to him for 20 minutes or whatever like that. He's free spirited. He understands like the meaning of life, and he's just pushing forward. Like nothing's really gonna bonker him down. Like, you know, he's just like more free flowing, I guess. But I don't really see him being with any one of these white women quite yet. But let's just see what they gotta say.
All right, can we get your name and age and why you pop?
Joy Domain. I'm over 60 years old, and it's just that you're wearing bones,
Yeah.
and I don't eat things that have bones,
Yeah.
so that's very.
Cap.
I call cap on that now. Even if, unless you've been a vegan or a vegan your whole life, you done ate some damn chicken. You done ate some damn ribs. Unseasoned ribs, knowing how y'all get down. But you done ate that before. Don't sit up here and act like you ain't had no fish and all that. Like,
You have to read this story.
very,
unbelievable.
that's a reason for me to pop my balloon.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be a culture thing. Like I was telling her, my grandmother, you know what I mean? But I don't see what you're saying.
I love that you love your grandmother, and grandparents are really precious to me.
Exactly. But
there's bones on you.
Yeah. It's like an art form. But you know what? A lot of people want me to make them some, and I didn't even know that.
Sure, but there are going to be people who eat meat.
Right. Well, a little bit. So that's what it is, but it just adds some significance to it.
I understand that there's a reason for you.
I think that's okay.
Can we just zoom in on those bones, since that's what? Let's face that way. Just get those bones in frame. Get the bones. Yeah. Okay, that might suffice.
My man got 2 drumsticks around his damn neck, bro.
No.
My man got 2 Popeyes drumsticks around his damn neck. Oh man, my man got a number 6 2-piece and a biscuit around his damn neck. Unbelievable, bruh. This is just sickening. Look at them joints. They sitting there like, and he got them on a gold chain. Like, my man got him on a gold chain. Like, oh my God.
You have to read this story.
We need a bone test around this month. I want to know if those are real bones. Like, if I had a bone tester, like, is this a real bone?
You have to read this story.
What kind of shit is that?
My man rocking them joints like ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it.
Brother, what's that?
I guess, man.
Oh, my stomach bubbling.
All right. Now, before you saw the bones, or if he didn't have the bones,
The only thing he gotta do is hold them up like rappers do, where they like choke themselves with their damn chain, or he holding up like this. Now, if he got little chicken bones as like little rings and stuff, oh, now that's too much, bruh. You got them damn bones on your
would he
neck.
be your type?
Saw the bones right away.
If he didn't have the bones, would he be your type?
He could be my type.
Wow,
Yes.
could be, but not for sure.
Not with them bones.
It's just, the bones are an
bones away.
overwhelming oy vey is mir. He's wearing bones.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
But now he's blocking them. But
yeah,
See that you are precious and
yeah.
sweet.
Thank you, and you are too, man. You're sincere.
Thank
You got a nice smile, by the way.
all right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Name, age, and why you popped.
I'm Linda. I'm 60. Same reason. The bones. I'm a longtime vegetarian. I love animals.
Yeah.
Made me think of a chicken. Also, I've lost too many dogs in my life.
You ain't gotta lie, man. It made you think of Popeyes. That's exactly what them damn bones on his neck made you think of.
No.
You have to read this story.
My man is walking around the streets of California with bones on his neck. He's the bone collector.
No.
Bone crusher.
No.
Skull and Bones member.
No.
And it's like just heart-wrenching. And so, anyone that promotes the killing of animals or wears it as a show of fashion, it's like, it's not for me.
We're not gonna make it. Okay, sorry, honey. Yeah, I like animals. But I'm not an animal lover, but you're passionate about that. So we wouldn't connect. But God bless you, though. You're sincere.
Man, and that's another thing. Like what I always say this when I was talking about the PG, right? how people will hold you to a corner and paint you in the bad corner, yet their corner is just chuck full of shit in their past, present, future that they're currently doing all type of debaucherous stuff, right? Or just negative things in general. She say, I can't deal with bones. So, I mean, I can't deal with anybody who hurts animals. Well, I get it. You're a long-standing vegetarian. But if you eat anything outside of like nuts and seeds, if you eat any type of vegetables, those are actual living plants and they grow. They produce seeds and all. They produce seeds and like they produce seeds, right? So there are living things that what do you call it, pollinate or anything like that, and they produce offspring, seeds. No different than a human produces children, or a chicken produces little chicken, or alligator produces smaller alligator, right? So if you're eating that, you're eating living forms of life anyway. You're just eating them in plants. Now I get it. I'll give you that discrepancy. But if you walking around here with anything like any type, like some people like walking around with minks, some people drink certain juices that have animal like fluids in them. If you eat eggs, shawty, give it up. You know what I mean? You may be a vegetarian, but if you eating eggs, slap yourself. You doing the same thing. You know what I mean? But again, these people will never view it as that. So let's just keep moving.
Charity. Thank you.
We got a pop. We'll get back there. We'll finish up here and then we'll moonwalk back.
Okay.
Let's make sure we're facing that camera.
Yeah.
Name, age, and why you pop.
My name is Patrice. I'm 65. And yeah, that voodoo of bones.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now
She said, "Sop, I saved my ass, nigga."
No.
You have to read this story.
Damn, she called it out.
Now you said you're indigenous. See, now, did you say those are from an indigenous witch doctor or
No.
You see, and this is the problem. This is the reason why, like, I'll say the things I say about the no PG. They be trying to roast, but you see how every situation a guy will always like, if he doesn't like something a girl does, he'll like try to lighten it down, like, well, you know, she's just not my type. But let's say she's extremely big, and he'll say she's not my type, or she has some crazy wig or something on. He'll be like, I don't really like that, or I'm just not into that, or I feel like the other girls maybe fit me a little better, or I'm a match. Guys will always lower the blow if they know a woman is going to be directly impacted by it. But when it comes to a woman, like, lowering down the guy, especially in these settings, they'll just come out and roast. You just say you're indigenous. That came from a witch doctor. Like, why would he walk around with bones from a witch doctor? Like, you didn't hear him say witch at all. You said he had an Indian mother, or you're not listening, which is even worse. It's just things like that is so disingenuous, and like, this is a simple interaction, but when people see it, they're going to say like, oh, well, this is how you think or this is how you act. Because imagine if I did the reverse the roles. She's got on chicken bones. And I'm not feeling the chicken bones as a guy. I'm not feeling the chicken bones. I don't want it. So when I pop and she come over to me and I'm like, yeah, well, it's the chicken bones. You say your grandmother a witch? You say your you're indigenous? What indigenous population did you come from? You're Aboriginal. Like, if I say those things to her, not only are guys gonna roast me, but females are gonna roast me in comments like, you doing too much, you saying all that stuff. You know she ain't say that. But again, here a woman can do it. It just don't make sense. But again, it's the things we play. It's my lady told me a story. My daughter told me and my wife a story today about a situation at school, how a boy was reading a book and got picked on. He was minding his business in the corner, and somebody wanted to ask him like what they were reading. Kids wanted to ask him what they were reading, what he was reading, and he just was like, no. And they wanted to get him to move, and he was like, I'm just minding my business sitting with a book. A girl cried and complained to a teacher, and the teacher made the boy move, even though the boy's like, I'm not doing that, I'm just sitting here reading my book. They came bothering me. Now I was upset because of maybe my daughter's possible involvement in it, but it's just the premise of a little boy sitting reading his book, and then this happens. it's kind of like the same thing here. It's like, it don't matter what happens. Girls will just find a way to roast or be funny or be condescending, be disrespectful, even though none of that was said. But if he comes out swinging and roasting her, because Lord knows he can absolutely saute, flambe her ass. But if he did it, he's a dog. And I just hate that. Like,
Cherokee.
Indian.
Well, the indigenous part, Cherokee.
Yeah.
Now, see, I love the American Indian culture.
Right.
But the voodoo. The way.
See, it's still the voodoo shit. Like, never said it was voodoo. Now it's creepy. It's creepy in the mug. I give him that, but never said it was voodoo. Never once. Like,
wearing it. If you didn't wear it, and you came here, and you speak very well.
Yeah.
And that's a plus.
Right. Thank you.
And but that's just.
So I couldn't date you with wearing the bones?
No. Yeah, my cat would go.
You wouldn't kiss me or hug me?
No.
she said her cat would go like that. Of course. And some guys, I know guys say it's called misplaced mothering. Yeah. So instead of having, I don't know if she's had children or not, but it's like, because you have nobody and there's nobody there for you to actually perform your motherly thing on, you do it on a cat. I get it. I get it. But again, had he start roasting her for being the cat lady, which is pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure over half these women up here have cats. But again, like, this is what guys got to deal with. And it's just crazy, but it is what it is.
With the bones.
Oh, see, that's why.
And you know, it's a religion and it's your choice, and I think that's great because, you know, we all love our grandmas.
Right.
I mean, I got grandmas. Oh, that's not grandmas.
So if I get rid of these, you'll date me.
I would, but they would still be hanging in your room.
Right.
And I would know that.
So I couldn't date you, go out with you to the club with these on?
Meet up.
Okay.
But, you know.
We'll see what happens after the show. I think that's pretty clear.
That's deep.
Let's go to our last lovely lady. Name, age, why you pop.
Liz, 67. The only reason why I popped, I didn't feel any physical attraction.
Okay.
So it wasn't the bones for you.
The bones.
Didn't nothing at all.
No, nothing about the bones.
Good,
It was
good.
just physical.
That's honestly good. I got like 3 or 4 bong, boom, boom, but you said I just didn't. Okay, I got you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
No. No, I don't think so.
No.
You have to read this story.
These are not your type.
She's not sure. You know what I mean? I need somebody.
I'm not what? Sure.
She's not sure of herself. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, and you just do a dot at me, but yeah, you're okay. Well, I don't think I could date you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
You're great.
All right. Let's walk it on back.
Let's do
We
moonwalk.
did get another pop back here, a little moonwalk.
boom.
In honor of Michael, we did get a pop. I think it was back here with the lovely
Go ahead.
accidentally pop.
Go ahead.
I thought you said you didn't like animals.
No, I'm not an animal lover.
Okay.
But I don't mind animals, but she was talking about her animals, how
I see.
fashion she is.
Okay.
But I'm not an animal lover. I do love animals. So I understand about the killing and all that.
Yeah.
But listen, this doesn't represent all that. No.
Yeah.
This
So you're
is just
not an animal lover, but you do love animals.
Right. You know,
That makes no sense.
No.
Okay, so you did mean to pop at this point.
Right. But say if you had 50 cats, I wouldn't want to date you.
Yeah.
See, I love animals,
I
not
never
50
worried
cats.
about them.
Yeah. See, that's what it is. So
you are glad you popped. Why is that? No.
Because it's like he can't make up his mind. He loves them, but he doesn't love. I don't know.
No.
It was a little confusing to me.
and I changed my mind. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go again. Go
Now,
ahead.
before he said the animal love, well, we'll stay with this one real quick. Now, before
Atrocious.
he said any of that, you had your balloon unpopped. Was he your type?
Well, I did see the chicken bones. You know.
Yeah, bro, the chicken
Why did
bones,
that-
I get it. The chicken bones is an L. The chicken bones is an L. Because you're putting it right out there in front of you. Now, if you got a little story about it was a dare, somebody told me to do something, then maybe it went different. But if you want to tell people, hey, you come from Indian heritage, your grandmama gave you these bones, and you keeping these bones around, it ain't like it's human bones, it's chicken bones. So instantly, everybody's going to think voodoo. So I give the women that, yes. Because if I see you walking around with your damn 2-piece on your neck. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna think you into witchcraft. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, look at this crazy ass dude. Look at him. What's that around his neck? He got a Jesus piece. Nah, my man got a 2-piece around his neck. He ain't got no Jesus piece. He got a 2-piece around his neck.
You probably should find something else your grandmother left you.
Nah, she gave me this. I'm gonna keep this.
Okay, okay. It's not for me to say.
Yeah, and God bless you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's go to our final lovely lady. Name, age, and why you pop.
I'm over 50, Stacey, and well, the bones were kind of weird, and but you know, it's just it's too dark.
Yeah. But you know something? This is the first time I really got bad bone stories from a lot of people. A lot of people like them, but everybody.
And what does she mean by that?
As individual bone story.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that sound effect? But I'll just play this.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What you talking about is too dark. What's too dark, man?
But you know something? This is the first time I really got bad bone stories from a lot of people. A lot of people like them, but everybody's individual. You're a new breed. You're a new breed, but y'all are the first bone. No. But a lot of people really like this. So, but I can understand y'all's feelings on. But
Well, it was the insistence on the bones being so fantastic.
yeah, sure.
So
yeah,
it's okay once in a while, but to make a first, you know.
Would you date me? Would you date me?
Without the bones.
Without the bones, but you can't forget the bones.
Where those bones at? Are they in the closet and you're gonna see?
Well, the thing is, I need the sense of humor, and I
okay.
didn't, and there was too much seriousness about the bones, and if the bones.
Well, who knows? We could be at dinner. I can make you funny, make you laugh.
Funny about the
yeah,
bones.
yeah.
They're like an anecdote, anecdotal.
But you know what?
That had a sense of humor to it, and I could sort of laugh, and I go,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
But see, it also could be a cultural thing. She understands it. Maybe she understands me, and then y'all might be different, and that's what it is. But I say I respect all your answers. Yeah.
I just want to see the humor in it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
No. Just spiritual. Just spend for your parents.
We'll walk it on back.
Okay.
Fontaine.
Thank all of you.
It looks like all of the real ones popped their hearts. But I sure do thank you for coming out. You still are a real one. Can we still clap it up for this real one?
Thank you. Yeah,
I'll take that, Mike. Thank you. You can head out that way. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. They like the shoes. And he's very sweet. Yeah, he's very sweet. All right. Thank you. We want chicken wings. Let's get ready for our next contestant.
Damn, they roasting his ass. They talking about they want chicken. My man had bones around his neck. Now they talking about they want chicken.
No.
Y'all go to Popeyes, give me the strips, man. 5 strips with red beans and rice, and add an extra fry, man.
No.
All right, let's bring out our next real one. Hello there. Come on in. Come on in for the win. Come on in. You can stand right about there. Hello there. Would you please come on in just a little more? Just a little more. Perfect. Would you tell us your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Jack. I'm 77 and I'm retired.
Wonderful. Okay. No balloons popped. Let me ask you this. What are you looking for in a real one? What are you looking for?
Well, there's a lot of things I'm looking for, but I would say the most important thing is that they be a good person.
Okay. And define good person for me. 3 traits of a good person.
3 traits of a good person. Okay. Well, somebody that has empathy, somebody that is always in a good mood and ready to hug and
Not always in a good mood.
We'll get there. Continue.
Well, and somebody who finds it very easy to give.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for one more. Okay. What would you say is some of your red flags in a relationship? If the woman does this, it's a no-go for you.
Women does, well, I would not want the woman to depend on me for her entertainment. I'd want her to have her own interests.
We agree. I'm not your lapdog. I'm not your, are you bored? come find me and like, what you doing, or da da da. Nah, if your ass don't download Scrabble with friends, Words with Friends, or something like that, I can't be. Yeah, I can't do it. Go start a YouTube channel. Like go read your Bible. Go fake bang or something. You know what I mean?
And well, there we go.
Keep going. Her own interest.
Her own interest, so that she's not depending on me to entertain her. And because I have my own interests. I mean, I play a lot of tennis, and I do a lot of reading, and I'm into cooking. I'm into a lot of things, and I would like the person that I'm with to also be into things, and we can meet at the end of the day and say, "How was your day?"
Got it. Okay.
And I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. I mean, I do want to travel and go out and have a companion, have a friend and a lover. But, I just want to make sure that the person whom I'm with on a day-to-day basis has things they like to do by themselves.
Got it. All right. Oh, okay. Well, let's start to walk down. We did get a few pop balloons. Not too many, though. You're still looking fresh, still looking good. Let's stop right here. Let's go name, age, and why you popped.
Hi, Damien. My name is Henri, and I'm 64.
Tell us why you popped.
I popped because I think when we get a certain age, it is dependent on us entertaining each other. And I don't mean like we got to be laughing and talking.
That is wrong, ma'am. That is wrong. That's not what he explained what entertainment is. He likes to do things. Go find something to do. If I'm and this is the problem, this leads to a big problem in relationships anyway. Because if you're all in my face, I'm always entertaining you, but I'm not getting boxed, then I'm working essentially for pennies on the dollar or no pay. You know what I mean? Everybody who's probably listening to this has a job. You have a career. You do what you do for a benefit back. You don't do what you do for no benefit, or the benefit goes to somebody else. You do what you do for a direct benefit back. Now, this could be for $10 an hour. This could be for $90,000 a year. This could be on a contract basis, meaning you work 3 months here, like a traveling nurse or something like that. This could be however, but you do what you do for a specific reason. You get something back. If I'm all in your face entertaining you, and I'm not getting no, you know what I mean? If I'm not getting this back, if I'm not getting that back, then why am I entertaining you? You know what I mean? And then the entertainment costs. So that's fundamentally a problem. Fundamentally a problem.
Like all day or anything like that.
Yeah, that's fundamentally a problem. We are not supposed to be entertaining each other 24/7.
But I kind of like to play around, like with my significant other.
I think you misunderstood me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think you misunderstood me because entertaining each other is very important. It's just that I don't want it to be all the time. I don't want to come home and I'm tired and I want to relax and have a drink. And you say, honey, you've got to take me out now.
Okay.
I was hanging around all day and now I want to go out. See, that's not going to work with me. But don't get me wrong. I want to spend a lot of time with you and go places and have dinner, go to the movies.
Yeah, I'm not the forefront of your life. You know what I mean? I'm not about to do that. And I just said, he just confirmed it. I just said it costs money. If you're up in the girl's face, you're going to lose money. This is the reason why a lot of people don't go out. A lot of people don't know, especially younger. If you're watching this and you're like 23 and younger, you don't even realize like clubs used to be popping back in the day, but it was because we were forced to. But now, since everybody can get what they need to get outside a club, we're not forced to. But you realize anytime you go out to clubs, bars, and whatever, that's why older people don't do it per se, because it's the mating, interacting with a woman on a day-to-day basis is a young man's sport. This whole, I'm going to talk to all the girls, or I'm going to get all the girls' numbers, or I'm going to try to, lay with all the girls. This is a young man's sport. It's not an older guy's sport. Because it costs too much. A guy who don't have the bread can just go out there. I remember being broke. And I'm pretty sure every guy over 35, maybe even 40, because I'm over 35, but everybody will agree and realize, like, dude, when you had no bread, you got the most cheeks. The most. You know what I mean? That's how it goes, because you have nothing to like trade, but then you realize, oh, well, I have to now live. You know, once you have to live, now you realize, oh, well, I can't just go out and do all this, like just running around with girls, stuff like that, or entertaining girls, because girls cost. Like she's literally saying it out in the front, like, I want to be entertained. Like, you need to go find a damn hobby. That's not my job to entertain you. Even like, I'm doing this YouTube thing, right? And my wife does things that she does, right, outside of work. Like, you got to try to make stuff pop for yourself. You can't just come to me with a business idea or something like that and expect me to do all the damn legwork. You know what I mean? I can't do all the legwork, especially if it's not even my idea. Like, this is just crazy that she's saying this. But
it's just that I don't want you to depend on me to occupy your time all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But entertaining to me and occupying time isn't the same thing. So.
Well, okay.
But I understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay, now before that encounter, kind of, could he be your type?
Yeah, I love his hair. I like the way he's dressed. He looked like he came to, go out on a date. So yeah, he could be.
Well, he came looking pretty good.
I wonder why his things got the little loop like that though. Or maybe it's just his hip, but because he ain't like got a traditional suit where it's around. It looks like it loops a little bit. This might be slightly tailored because it looked like it's a bigger chest. This looks like the suit he should be wearing. Arm length looks like about the same, but he ain't gonna be able to button this up if he put this on. But I'm wondering why, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Well, he came looking fresh. Thank you, though. Now, real quick, could she be someone that's your type?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. I love
By the
that.
way, I had red hair when I was a little younger.
Wow.
Oh, you did? All right. Okay.
Oh, redheads here. Wow. It's too bad the real one didn't connect. Let's go down here. Hello. Name, age, and why you popped.
Liz, 67. I didn't see any physical attraction.
Well, if that's the case, there's not much I can do about that.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Not particularly.
Okay. What about her isn't your type?
Well, it's just something you know right away whether you're attracted to the person or you're not attracted to the person, and I'm not attracted to her.
Okay, that works. Well, let's walk it on back. We still have some that have not popped their balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones you are going to talk to. Now, let me ask you this. This is a pretty important question, and it's important for some real ones. Have you ever been married?
I know I had earlier shows when my volume was so damn
never
low.
been married.
Oh, never been married. Wow. I asked.
What do you say?
Question. And it's important for some real ones. Have you ever been married?
No, never been married.
Oh, never been married. Wow. I ask good questions. They should pay me more. Let's come on up and see what happened here. We'll watch that. Okay. I ask good questions.
No, never been married.
Oh, never been married. Wow. I ask good questions. They should pay me more. Let's come on up and see what happened here. We'll watch that. Okay. Let's stop here. Now, back up just a little for me.
Sure.
Now,
she because he's never been married. Cool. But that means she wants marriage. She wants to like secure somebody, and he's probably not going to do it. He's 77 anyway.
Name, age, and why you popped.
Okay. Linda, 60. I loved everything you had to say up until the part about not being married. Loved the Northeastern accent, even his name. I love the name Jack. But the never being married, never wanting to commit, not for me.
Now, was that an issue for you?
It's also a little bit, because I've been in some very long relationships. I was in a relationship for 10 or 15 years, but for one reason or another, we just didn't. But I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I heard a real one ask a real question. Why didn't you ever marry him?
Maybe I'm a little too particular.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a little too particular, but I am looking for love.
Okay, you're here on a real.
And that's another thing. Like that's why I always say no PG. Marriage is not involved in the no PG. So she popped. She, I guess, did you a favor. Like, cause I know it's a big thing now. Like, like for example, I'm married. I'm legally married, right? And I know guys don't want to do it, and I would tell guys like, don't do it anyway, because you already know what you're taking on. You're just taking on a risk. You know, and it's a risk you never had to take on. It's like saying, you know, I can say I'm never going to get shot and die in Southside Chicago. I can say that comment right now and I know it to be true. And the reason why I know it, and somebody can say, well, no, it's not true. Well, how do you know it's true, Wayne? I said, I know it's true because I'm not taking my ass to Southside Chicago. So regardless of if that happens or not, if I go there, I'm not even going to go there. So marriage is the same way. Guys aren't necessarily just going to sign up for marriage if they know what all comes with it, especially this late in the game. Again, when I said dating, talking to girls, flirting, going out, all the real dates and stuff like that, that is a young man's sport. That includes marriage. When you're past 60, when you're past 50, you know, I get it. She's looking for commitment and stuff like that, but he ain't going to give it to you, shawty. That's just not, it's just not about to work. You need to just accept that somebody's going to be with you and deal with you for as long as they're going to deal with you. And even now, like, because I know one of my wife's cousins, beautiful girl. She's got the like perfect little height. She's a thinner, kind of like petite woman, like everything about her. But I don't know if she'll like ever marry, and I want her to because she's so nice and so like respectful and all that stuff. But again, I don't know. You know, guys know nowadays that it's a lopsided deal, and it's a deal you don't have to take. And now I think like that's what the whole talk about love and relationships online, like we're realizing, like I guess guys are realizing, like don't take the deal. You're taking a bad deal. Just there's no way around it. You're taking a bad deal, and again, the deal ain't even in that book that they bang like that. So the deal is between man, woman, and God, not man, woman, God, and state. So again, like you guys, I guess guys nowadays are realizing like, yeah, no more bad deals. We're gonna get ours, and we're gonna get ours up front, and that's cool. You know, I support it. I'm all for guys getting theirs, you know, because for years you don't get yours, but everybody else get theirs, and you know, it ain't no fun with the rabbit got the gun. But this time it's just men. So yeah, they're not committing to nobody. You're 77. You're probably not going to commit to nobody, but you're not going to be shamed about it, you know, especially from that. So
Still one in the right place. Okay, now before he said that, like you said, he's your type.
No.
I thought.
Or maybe she means he's not her type because he never committed.
I thought you were saying that.
No, but I liked what I said. I love what he had to say. However, my type, no.
Okay, got it. Now, was she someone that was your type or is your type?
I think so. I think she's a very sexy lady.
Wow. Sexy. Wow. Okay.
You like me a little bit better now?
He's trying to, oh, no.
No.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. You tried. All right. No is no. Let's walk on back then. Watch your step as we moonwalk on back. You still have 3 that are unpopped, Jack, so you're doing quite well. Right, okay. Do you have an essential question? It only takes one. That's right. That's all we're looking for is a real one. Do you have one more essential before I ask to borrow Therese's toothpick, and then you pop? Do you have one more essential?
I would say there's more than one, but I would want the person that I'm going to have a relationship with to be in generally a person who is happy. Somebody that is in a good mood, is all quickly ready for to hug and to kiss, and somebody that I know can't wait till I get home.
Bird.
She actually can wait till I get
Yeah, wait. You can't. Let's walk on down and see why she popped. I mean, I want you to finish, but that was pretty, all of a sudden. Name, age, and why you popped.
My name is Patrice. I'm 65.
Yeah.
I popped because, oopsie.
Yourself.
I popped because you're sounding a little clingy, hugging and kissing. Can't wait till you get home. I work. I have long days. I do a lot of stuff, and sometimes, I just don't want. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love sex. I love that. The kissing and the hugging, but not all the time.
Well, don't you want to come home and have somebody greet you with a hug and say, "How was your day?"
Well, that's nice, but sometimes don't touch me. I'm like. Had a rough day.
That turned.
Well, I'm glad you popped, because good luck with that. You know what I mean?
Turns me off.
I mean, I like touching, but sometimes like hot flash. It's a little bit much sometimes.
Well, I wasn't talking about ripping your clothes off when I.
Well, you could do that, and it would be.
Well, if I say I would you change your mind?
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Get the balloon back.
Do you want a balloon back? Are you okay, or what do you want to do?
Quit looking around for like compromise. This is the reason why I said this is. I don't understand how this video doesn't have 50 million views easily. I'm talking to the host. This video is so. I'm not talking about like the production value and all that. Well, that's not technically what I'm talking about. The show is the basic concept. You get shout out CGA. You get Strags up there, no matter if they're 18, 28, 38, 48, 58, or this damn situation, 68. You get Strags up there, you put a guy in front of them, and then you ask them the simple questions. You try to see if there's any type of love or match like that can go on. Cool. Arlette could have done something like this with black people or any race of people. You done one with blacks and whites mixed in. Cool. I'm talking about this style of video in this age bracket. This video, mark my words, this video should be the highest viewed YouTube video in this love and relationship space. Because everything about the love and relationship experience, from people wanting to push like that book on the people, fake banging, no PG, girls looking around for like confirmation, girls, I always say, like, you try to lower the blow if you know a girl's in front of it. Girls will never try to lower the blow if they know a guy's in front of it. We heard this and the guy saying, "What this voodoo shit that you got on your neck?" Like, he never said it was voodoo. He just said it was a gift from his grandma, albeit weird. All these things, girls talking about there's no attraction, and they built like peeled potatoes, like just absolutely. It's just absolutely. It's just absolutely. I have no words for it. It's absolutely atrocious, but it's great content, and as I said, this show should be the highest viewed show in this genre or in this space. Period. That's in my opinion. This video should have easily 10 to 20 to 30 million views. Easy. It should, at least. But again,
we'll go with no. Once you pop, But hey, if you were really in that freaky mood, I could. Okay, all right. Well, let's walk it on back then. We have two that have not popped their hearts.
Okay.
So you're still looking pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it to the ladies. Stacy or Joy, do either of you have an essential question for Jack?
Any children?
Ask that one more time.
Any children?
No, I don't have any children.
Okay. Joy, did you have a question by chance? Let me walk over to you.
I have two. Do you have any pets?
I have a little pooch.
Okay. And what have you done for a living before you retired?
Oh, I was in the textile business.
Okay.
Yes.
Textiles.
For 50 years.
What did you do?
Well, not exactly, but I sold fabric to manufacturers who make women's dresses and women's sportswear. I didn't sell the schmatas. I sold the fabric
To make the schmatas.
Made the schmatas and sold the schmatas.
And
I didn't do that.
Is schmata a word in your vocabulary usually? Okay.
That's right.
Got it. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's back it on up because I might have to have you do something a little crazy. You might have to pop one of those balloons and possibly get you a real one, unless you have one more. I know you have a bunch, but one more essential to determine either one of these real ones for you.
I would say that maybe that they would also love dogs, because I love dogs. Really do.
Do both of you just give me the ladies, do you love dogs?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's ask you, do you love dogs?
Absolutely.
Well, that might determine. Let me give you this, because it might be time to start popping. Based on that answer, do you think you know who you're going to pop?
Well, not only do I know who I'm going to pop, but the person knows who's holding the balloon who I'm going to pop.
Okay.
Because if person doesn't love dogs, then it's just she's not the right person for me.
Well, go
Sorry
get to popping. Get to popping. Oh, all right. Well, one more. I just do want to ask one more time. So she did say she's okay with dogs, Jack. But you want love dogs.
No. As long as a person has got a certain amount of affinity for dogs and is
affinity for dogs, I would say it's stupid, but hey, if you have a dog, you need to make sure that they're okay with possibly living with a dog or being in the same home with a dog. Meaning, all right, if you're gonna come spend a week, 2 weeks, or a month with me before you go back home, or you know, we're going to vacation together and I bring my dog with us to whatever country or whatever we're doing. If my dog's going to be there, it is important to know that she's going to be cool and aware with that. Cause you know, you don't want somebody constantly getting allergies, or, you don't want the dog to be the fallout of the relationship. So shout out to you though. But yeah, I mean, it's not the highest priority, I guess, but it is what it is. He asked it. So,
you know, just likes being around them and isn't turned off by them, and might have to feed them and take them for a walk. You know, as long as a person is into that, I'm fine with that.
You want to interact with my dog if I got to interact with your cat?
Well, I had a dog, Lance, that was a collie, and we slept together. And when I went off to school, we talked on the phone, and he always knew who was okay with me and who wasn't okay. And I've always had dogs, but they're okay. I mean, there's other things that are okay too.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's step on back, Jack. Let's have Joy come on next to me because we might be ready to do something. I've got a few questions before we do that. Any final questions between you two? Any final questions?
I would just say, what's your favorite thing to do?
Walk my dogs around the block.
Oh, boy.
And cuddle with them.
I know where I'm going to get.
When you're 85 years old on your deathbed, you're not going to wish you had fewer crazy stories. So let me introduce you to the school game.
My exercise.
Oh, wow. This man has game. He has riz, kids. Now, then, what I'll ask you is, do you feel that she could be your real one?
Absolutely, I could.
Do you feel he could be your real one?
Yeah.
Would you can make some noise? We got a real one connection here. I'll take that mic. I'll even take that balloon. Hey, y'all go walk some dogs. Y'all go walk some. I will take the toothpick, too. They got me doing everything. Hey, walk on off. Clap for him. Clap. Wow, go walk some dogs. Oh, my God. Wow, that's a beautiful thing. Wow, let's get ready for the next real one.
One black guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next real one. Come on in. Come on in for the win. Welcome so much. How you doing? Take that mic for me.
Oh,
would you please share with...
He got a... Oh, no. Oh, no, sir. Sir, something, you have something, there's something on the back of your head. Sir.
No.
It's not on the front or the top of your head, but it's on the back of your head. That's gotta go, sir. We can't keep hair around. Now, I'm gonna look into the camera. If y'all can see my hairline. Now, I do produce hair. Now, I can grow my hair. My hair will grow inches wide. It'll probably go about that thick. But the reason I cut mine is because if I'm just tracing my hairline, it goes up and then it hits one of these numbers right here. You know, so I got that nice I got that nice Kevin Gates hairline shit growing. So he bold with, keeping it out, and, he can pay to get all the stuff done to it. I'd rather just cut it off anyway. You know what I mean? I normally grow a beard, and I can grow a nice thicker beard if I'd let my beard grow it out, which it's probably been 5-6 weeks since I seen my guy to get cut and look nice. But, this is about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So I can grow full thickness, and it can get real down if I want to, like, keep the beard like real long and stuff like that. And I can grow a thicker mustache. I can pull my lips. So again, I can grow facial hair and stuff like that. So I'm blessed in that capacity. So I don't need hair. But some people, they don't have the hair and they don't really grow facial hair. Cool, fine, whatever floats your boat. But sir, you got to get rid of whatever that is on the back of your head ASAP.
I and these lovely ladies, your name, your age, and what you do.
My name is Gary. I'm 62 years old, and I'm an architect.
Very good. Architect. Very good. Okay, it seems like they're liking that. Now tell me this. What are you looking for in a real one?
Well, looking for somebody who is a good cook. I'm tired.
My man is Spanish than a motherfucker. She can't cook.
Tired of eating...
Use the mic. The mic.
Yeah. I'm tired of eating TV dinners and frozen food.
I don't know why I thought he had on shorts.
Look for somebody who's a good cook. I don't like cats and dogs. I have allergies.
Oh.
I have allergies. Otherwise, they're okay. And then somebody who is neat and can go out with me to concerts and shows and things of that nature, stand-up comedy shows.
Awesome.
Somebody to have fun with.
Okay, well, those are some of those things. Now tell me this. What are some of your red flags? Some things that if a partner does this in a relationship, it's a no-go for you.
Well, somebody who's spending a lot of money on makeups. That's really a turn-off.
Oh my God. Now this is another thing girls really don't consider either. Y'all, I don't know. They say out of I'm not one of these guys who's gonna pull up stats and stuff like that, but they said when the coronavirus happened, there was only really one industry that had zero or near zero in revenue lost. I think it was almost zero or closest to zero in revenue loss. That means when COVID happened, they never stopped pumping out. They never stopped getting their money, and that was the makeup industry. MAC, Ulta, Sephora, all these makeup spots, they never went out. Even when COVID happened, they still got theirs. That industry makes billions of dollars. B with a B. Billions of dollars every year on makeup. So that makeup cost, and sure, my woman doesn't wear like her face beat every day because you actually choose a woman for herself. But if you putting all this cake, or if you putting cake on your face every day, I would say to some extent, it is what it is, but you might want to stop that because that's where a lot of money goes. That is a big hole to fill, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And then it's even more indecent when like these 65+ I get it, and the older woman is, she actually want to be beautiful and stuff like that. I get it, but ma'am, you are 65+. It is a wrap. Give it up.
And then, somebody who is not picking up after themselves, and I guess the last one would be somebody who's taking a lot of medicine, I'm looking for somebody who's healthier than myself.
Okay. All right. We did get some real ones that popped their hearts. Let's go down and talk to them. We'll start with this. It's a little
the only one I see. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Every time. Every time.
Pop their heart. Okay. All right. We did get some real ones that popped their hearts.
Now look at this. It's only this one and this one and this one that are possible. 1, 2, 3, and 6. I'm pretty sure I have health issues. Number 1 and number 5, she did a little dance in her intro, so she can move. She can probably still go for a light jog and move for a few minutes. This one probably the same, but she probably ain't bust out in a sprint or a jog in 25 years. But these two and this one on the end, that's health issues, I'm pretty sure there's health issues there. I mean, this is the heavyweight champ. This is the heavyweight champ. This one's doing this sway back and forth, so I don't know. There may be some issues there, and this one's just a peeled potato, man. It's just, I don't know.
Let's go down and talk to them. We'll start with this. It's a little, but I think you'll be all right because you have one. Let's hold on. But let's see. Name, age, and why you popped.
Charisse, and I'm over 65, and I pop because I'm a crappy cook.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
She's in a decent enough shape, I'm not saying like she works out and all that stuff, but I mean, to be a thinner, she definitely soggy, but to be like a thinner woman is amazing, especially for somebody who isn't like normally if somebody's like a really good cook, that means they eat, but really good cooks don't realize the stuff that they cooking is big backedness. So it causes big backs. Most people who cook use a lot of seasonings. What are seasonings? Sodium. What does sodium do? Help you retain water. Like it just goes on and on and on. But to be somebody who doesn't cook, you would think she eats out more, which means higher calories, which means more crappier food, or she either got people to do it, or maybe she just eats clean. 80% of her diet's maybe fruits and veggies, and then she'll cook a piece of fish or some chicken or beans or something like that. I don't know what she eat, but amazing that, she's that size and she not a good cook. Normally you don't excuse me. Normally you don't see that, so.
To hear that, but hopefully you'll, it's always a good thing to try something new things. So you'll be all right.
She's 65 plus, bro. She's not about to pick up a cookbook tomorrow. It's not about to happen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, before he said the cook thing, is he someone that's your type, or is he your type?
Well, I was thinking of something else, but it just flipped out of my mind. It just flipped. Possibly. Yeah.
What's possibly what? Explain.
Well, I'd have to know more about him.
Okay, so on the physical, though, it could be.
Maybe.
Okay, now what about you? Is she someone that's your type?
It could be, yeah. I can see that.
See all of the could be's. Okay, sounds good. Let's walk on down to another that could have been, but popped the balloon. Name, age, and why you popped.
Hi, my name is Henri, and I'm 64. It's nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you too.
Good. I popped because I have 2 dogs, 2 Shih Tzus, and they don't shed, but they're like my best buddies, Chester and Buster. So.
I wish it was different. As I said, it's just allergy. Otherwise, I
totally understand.
Pets.
My daughter has allergies. She can't be around them, but they're with me. She doesn't live with me, so.
I see. All right.
Now, before you popped, is he someone that's your type?
I don't have like a physical type. I go by a vibe and like what the inside of the person is. He's got a great smile, but I don't know. I think I might be a little bit overwhelming for him.
Okay. What do you mean by overwhelming?
He looks like he might like somebody a little tamer. He might like me for fun, but I think in a serious relationship, he might be looking for somebody tamer.
Is she correct about that?
Yes, you nailed it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it might be too hard for me.
Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Name, age, and why you popped.
Okay, I'm Linda. I'm 60.
Hi, Linda.
I popped because he mentioned a lot of personality traits that he doesn't like. I happen to have them. I'm a great cook. I'm very neat. However, real relationships aren't established on that kind of a foundation. It's more about the values that people have. And so that was a real red flag for me. And I thought the same thing. He's a bit staid. And I'm very, I don't look it, but I'm a rebel. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been acting like a rebel too. And to talk about relationships based on values, maybe to a certain extent, but hey, listen, if you want somebody who's going to be cleaner, cool. You want somebody who's going to be cleaner. If you want somebody whose finances are better, cool. You want somebody whose finances is better. It's funny how a relationship on these values, but she clearly got rid of the other person who was great. She said everything great about the black guy because he wore chicken bones around his neck. However, everything about the black guy was great. Where were the values there? This guy and the black guy seem like pretty much the same person. The black guy has plenty a better, well, not even better. He has like more of an upbeat personality, and he kind of is willing to engage more. He talks more. This guy seems more reserved and staged off, but he definitely ain't no slouch. You know, he ain't pulling up the rear. He's right in the thick of it. He just ain't the vocal person. I'm more that personality either. Like I can do this online and all that, but in real life, I'm just interact with people. I'm not gonna be talking a million miles a minute anyway, you know. But he seems the same way as the black guy. I mean, he was even the same height. The black guy was good. He only had chicken bones around his neck. This guy's pretty much the same way.
I am, and I tend to attract those staid types, and I'm like, no, and it's like, no, yeah, and I wouldn't be, and I didn't feel the attraction either.
So not your type.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Didn't mean to come across that way. I mean, definitely values was important to me too, but just maybe I should have said it a little bit differently. But thanks for the feedback. That's good to know.
Is she someone that's your type?
Maybe.
Maybe. What's the maybe? What could have made her for sure?
Well, I think she said, she's a good cook.
So that's part of that.
Good part of it, and also the fact that she's a rebel. I see potential for doing some fun things together.
So, but with Henri, but there was.
Well, she was a little bit too hot.
Oh, a little too rebel. Oh, I see. Less rebellious, but still. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. Let's keep moving. Name, age, and why you popped.
Nah, bro, it was that damn back. That backside. That's what it is. He just ain't saying it, which is cool. You know what I mean? I get it. You don't want to say it. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
My name's Patrice. I'm 65.
Now, this girl's going to roast. This girl is going to roast. I'm pretty sure her comment is going to be a roasting comment.
Giving you a whole bunch of chances and you lost it on the no cats and dogs because Claritin, not do a commercial, but there's allergy medicine out there, and I have friends. It's sometimes diet, and my cat sleeps in the bed with me, and she has you'd have to pass the cat test, and then the other thing, you don't cook at all. Now I could teach you to cook, but do you like to take people and go to nice restaurants? No.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should have mentioned that.
Because and
doing
then
fun things together. Obviously we'll be going to a restaurant and such like that.
That's good. That's good because I'm not the greatest cook, and cooking is fun to do together, and maybe I could teach you. But if you don't cook, we could go out to dinner. But you don't like the cats.
Well,
I mean, it's not that you don't like it; you're allergic, and that would be a big. If you couldn't get some kind of pill to prevent it.
Yeah, then I get hooked up to a medicine, which I don't want to.
Well, we don't want to do drugs.
Okay. Now, was he someone?
What?
Is he someone that's your type?
He could be, but I waste a lot of money on makeup and other silly stuff?
I just said it. I literally just said it. When COVID happened, the makeup industry was booming. MAC, all these foundations, concealers, all that stuff, they never experienced COVID. That's the one industry that never experienced COVID. Never. So she just said it. You waste a lot of money on MAC. And for the guys who don't know, like I have a wife and I have 3 daughters. So I got 3 girls. I got nothing but women around me. Girls, developing girls and women. That stuff costs bread. Now imagine me, right? Outside of clothes. Let's just take clothes away from it. The only metric that I would need for my vanity outside of clothes is maybe like a watch or a chain. I don't do earrings, only because I really ain't got a hairline. To me, I feel like, yes, you can work it with a bald head, but the earrings look better on guys with hair. Like, pause, I'm not trying to say anything out of pocket, but to me, it seems like when you have a hairline, you have earrings. When you're already a bald head, you're already distinguished. You should have a better facial setup. And this is why, like, guys with hair on their head, this hair can kind of be raggedy and still work. I don't have hair on my head, and this is raggedy now just because I haven't seen my barber in so long. But that's only things that I have to pay for as a guy. Girls have to pay all that money on makeup, which they technically don't have to. And guys will always say, you don't have to wear it. The same thing's gonna happen. Like, I'm trying to bust down, regardless if you got makeup or not. So I'm trying to do that regardless if you got makeup on or not. I don't hit my wife with only when she got makeup on. I'm trying to crack like every time. With or without it. So she just said it. Like, the makeup industry makes billions of dollars. Billions. That's the only industry that will never go out of business. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah. So, but you can't tell me how I spend my own money, so.
That is true.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Not really.
Okay. Why not?
Well, I don't know. I didn't feel like the chemistry. So
okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You got to feel that chemistry. Yeah, got to. Yeah. Let's move.
This is so bad. If she just said, you can't tell me what to spend my money on yet, are you going to be able to tell him what he should spend his money on? Is he going to have to spend his money on you?
Forward. Let's go a little forward next. Name, age, and why you popped.
Liz at 67. I just popped because when you said about being neat, I'm a clean person, but when someone says that to me, that's sort of like a red flag, like you're too neat, And then if you come over to my place, you'll like, oh, you need to clean this, you need to clean that, and I don't like guys that do that.
No, I'm not a compulsive.
I'm not mad at her response.
Compulsive type, but obviously, thanks for sharing how you felt about the word I mentioned. But yeah, I see why it becomes a turnoff when I mention that word.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh my God, is he going to make, if we go out together and he comes to my place, he's going to make me get on my knees and clean. No, we don't do those kind of things anymore.
That is true. That is true.
Is he someone that's your type?
Oh, no, she got to belong.
Honestly, I would say like maybe 95% type.
The 5% was the neat thing that kind of
just threw me right there. Those are like little red flags to me. Yeah. So
is she someone that's your type?
I can see a potential there. It seems like she has like sparks in her eyes, and it's a fun person and nice smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love that.
We give it a try.
Okay. All right. Well, no, we can't now. The heart's gone. But let's move on back some. It's okay. Oh. All right.
Oh man.
Had a little pop there. You were holding on. So name, age, and why you popped.
I'm over 50, Stacy, and I was waiting for him to say something that would be more appealing to me, and I was waiting for him to say that he could hire a cook.
This is the reason why, like I said, this show should have hundreds of millions of views. Ma'am, if I need to hire a cook, why do I need to be with you? That defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. When you go to a restaurant and you eat inside, do you pay a delivery fee? Why not? Oh, that's right, because they didn't deliver it to your house, right? You had to eat it inside, so you don't want to get charged a delivery fee, right? So why do I need to have you and pay for a cook? I need to pay for a cook and still have you? Unbelievable, bruh. Unbelievable. This is bad.
And if he's an architect, I would imagine that they make enough money to hire a cook and please everybody.
Just throwing money out the window. This is why this is the short version of why all of them are pretty much like single. You can't just assume that a guy, again, this is the no PG. Every single time. The provisioning part of the PG. Now I gotta take you on as a girlfriend and hire a cook, all because I'm an architect and I make money? No, I'm not doing that. And if I did that for every exact task I need done, I'd be broke. I'd have no money. But let me guess. Let's just say I'll indulge her. Let's just say he gets with her and he actually hires a cook. He hires the cook. He's in the house doing this, that, and the fourth. When she gets tired, and I said when she gets tired of that and she wants to go out, then what? Now, are you going to have to go to dinners? Well, I'm paying for a cook. I can't just go to dinners. And she's going to say, well, why not? We've been using the cook. Well, that was the purpose of it. I don't have the money. I can't double down and go out too. You see the issue? Like, it's just flabbergasting. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Is that something you ever consider?
And mind you, all these things are coming from women who are my mom's age. Or if you're younger than me, your grandmama's age. This is just craziness. Why would I pay for a cook if I have a woman? That defeats the purpose. If I'm gonna pay for a cook, let's go down that road now. Okay, let's say I pay for a cook. I'm wasting money on the cook. Well, then is the value there for me to just be with you? Well, let's say I want to have sex every day of the week. But you don't want to get boned out every day of the week. Well, then can I just, if I'm already outsourcing on the cook, why don't I just not outsource on the cook, not be with you and just outsource on the streetwalker? Is that better? Is that better a financial position for me to be in? If we're just going to keep outsourcing, why don't I just outsource you? Like, oh my God. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Well, you're an architect, you got the money. Well, you got hands, you can cook. Bird. Straight bird.
If I could afford it.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean.
So before you were holding on. So he is someone that's your type, maybe?
No, but it's what's inside that counts. And I was waiting for the mental, the thought process of wanting to please a lady and...
That's not his job. That's not his job. That's not his job. I fundamentally disagree with it. And go back to that book. It's not in the book to just please. I am not here to just please you. I am here to do a job for you and me and our children. That's it. I'm not here to do all the fanciness. I'm not here to buy you makeup. I'm not here to take you out on dinner dates. Now, if I have the funds and resources for it, and you are deserving of it, because it's not a prerequisite for getting a woman or having a woman. It's something that you can, it's a privilege, more or less than anything. If I made $50,000 tomorrow, would I do something very special for my lady? Of course. Why? Because she's deserved it. Now, if I'm single and I just had $50,000 laying around, and I walked up to this bird and I was like, all right, well, I want to pay for us to have a cook, would I do it? No. That's not my job. You guys aren't here for that. And this is a big problem of this is actually the church's problem. If you wanna keep it funky, this is absolutely the church's problem, because the church doesn't differentiate none of this in their preaching to men and women. This is actually a fundamental church issue. Churches don't explain to women that a man's job is not that. So they grow up on TV and they see other women get it by hook or by crook. Fine, I'm not a person mad with the tactic of hook or by crook, because guys are gonna do the same thing to get ass, about hook or by crook. Either a guy's gonna lie to you, or he's just gonna outright pay, or in worst situation he goes the crook route and actually takes. But so I'm not mad with the hook or by crook method from a woman to a guy, but it's the idea that that's what a man is supposed to do. This is not what a man is supposed to do. This is not what a man is supposed to do. And it's also not even a one-sided ordeal. This is another church issue. They don't teach women that you are supposed to do things for the guy and the guy is supposed to do things for you. This isn't just a one-sided ordeal. And there's not traditional gender roles in it. Because it doesn't say that man is the only one who is supposed to work. It doesn't say a woman cannot work. It says a woman is in subjection to her man and he will rule over you. And that's still loosely based. But if I'm to rule over you, then I'm supposed to dictate to you the things you are going to do and I do. So the only dictation comes from a man to a woman, not a woman to man. Even though the men don't use it negatively. So if I'm supposed to dictate to my woman everything and I still don't use it negative, like I don't dictate to her, hey, clean the floor with your tongue. I don't do that to my chick. And she's not, the book also specifies she's not supposed to stand for that either. So this is it's a playful song and dance, the love and relationship part, but fundamentally this is the church's issue. And this is why guys aren't in the church. The church will never understand, well, where have all the men gone? Well, they're figuring this stuff out on their own. When they look into the Bible and they realize that this is not what's in the Bible. I am not to please a woman. I am to be pleasant to my woman, and this is a woman. This is another issue. You're not supposed to have any of these thoughts about anything until you become a wife. So until you become a wife, you need to do everything wife-like to get the guy to want to secure you in a marriage. But until then, you are on your own. And I'm not supposed to please you. I'm supposed to provide for you. I'm not supposed to give you a life of privilege. Providing and privilege are two different things. Having a cook, having somebody like a chef come in is a privilege. You don't, that's not just providing. That's not something that a man is supposed to provide a woman. It's a privilege a man can get to a woman. But again, that's if he wants to. And that's even if he can. So this is the fundamental issue. Like, women don't understand it.
Meet somewhere to, if you can't cook, I don't cook, but let's get a cook.
Yeah. Got it. Is she someone that's your type?
Not really, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. He can't even finish the damn sentence. No. No, no, no. Absolutely not. She's the youngest, but she's the youngest out of everybody on the stage, but she looks the oldest. Because she's still in her 50s.
Honest.
Why not?
I don't know. It just kind of felt like she wasn't as friendly as the other ladies. And the first impression, again, this is based on all first impression. I may be wrong. So that basically was it. You know, I wasn't sure where we're gonna go with this. In case
you know,
didn't
all
pop
these
it.
guys have like either they'll watch prawn or they'll go to like a bar and they'll try to hit on girls half their age, but yet they're on the show looking at these girls. Ugh. It's an evil position to be in, but people have done it, so.
The balloon first.
Yeah.
So.
I understand. Well, it looks like, let's walk on back some, because it looks like all of the balloons have, all the hearts have been popped. All the real ones have said not so much, but you still are a real one. Can we still clap it up for this real one? Thank you so much.
I'm heartbroken, but
It'll be okay.
You have to go.
Better designs make more profit when it comes to print on demand. And now you can make pro quality designs with
the flow.
Maybe we'll have you back on a future episode, but I'll take that for you. Thank you so much. Clap it up one more time for Eric as he heads out that way. Head on out that way. Thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Meals for the entire week.
Okay. Thank you, folks. Let's get ready for our next real one.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's bring out our next real one. Come on in. Come on in. You handsome real one. And perfect. And you can stand right there for me. How's it going today?
Oh, fine.
Could you tell us your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Cheng. My age is 65. I was doing some banking job, and right now I'm retired.
Very good. Okay. Banking job. Very good. Okay.
My man is
Now
in shape.
tell us this. What are you looking for in a real one? What are you looking for?
He's not gonna like none of the girls.
Everybody's very pretty, but you know, I'm looking for some decent, you know, manner and nice looking. I didn't looking for that much, but
Not specific enough.
We'll get there. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Tell us some more, though. What else are you looking for?
Yeah, and then a little more kindness and you know, easy talk. And maybe we ever enjoy my any activity together if she like it. Like I like tennis, jogging, swimming. If she like those kind of activity, yeah, it'll be welcome to join me.
Man, there's only one woman up there that is physically active, and I'm almost 100% sure of it. But it don't even matter,
Awesome.
bro.
Okay. We're going to ask one more question before we go to our pop balloon. What are some of your red flags, things that if your partner does these in a relationship, it's a no-go for you?
For me, I'm not that specific the red flag, but the thing is that if she...
Bro, what?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, what did my man just say? I didn't understand nothing he just said. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's a language barrier thing. He jumped over 18 syllables, 3 punctuation issues in there, and I'm pretty sure there was no period. We gonna run that back though and see what he said.
He talked too much.
Oh, okay. I understand that perfectly though.
For me,
I understand that perfectly though. I understand that perfectly, sir.
I'm not that...
For you?
For me, I'm not that specific the red flag, but the thing is that if she's...
I can't.
Oh, no.
You have to read this story.
Okay.
What?
talk too much.
That if your partner does these in a relationship, it's a no-go for you.
For me, I'm not that specific the red flag, but the thing is that if she's...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What kind of shit is that?
Talk too much, I don't like it. And
Okay.
and like it. And
Okay.
and then she's talk too much, I don't like it.
Yeah, man. Shut Man, he told her ass, shut up. Shut your ass up.
Story.
God.
Boom. God damn.
Man, if you talk too damn much, I'm not trying to be there. Would you shut up?
Okay.
And then she if she asks me why don't you, honey, we go to shopping, we go to have dinner so I don't like that kind of stuff. I just stay with her doing something with common, watching movie, talking, walking, those kind of stuff. I'm okay with it, but too much asking and spend the money, it's too much headache for me. I already have a good experience for that. I hate that.
Okay. All right. Well.
First and foremost, shout out to my guy. I understand everything you're trying to say. You know what I mean? I understand what you're trying to say. So I'm going to sum it up for you.
No.
You don't like girls that be flapping their gums, moving lips, and ain't saying nothing. I get it. Shout out to that. Second of all, you're not trying to drop bags of money on everything, every place you go. You're not trying to cash out, you know what I mean? Shout out to that, you know what I mean? You're not trying to cash out everywhere you go. I get that. But then everything else you were talking about, I was like,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm being honest with you.
What?
Well, we did get some pop balloons. Let's come on over and see why their hearts were popped. Let's start right here. Name, age, and come on in just a little for me. Come on in. That's perfect. Name, age, and why you popped.
My name is Charisse. I'm over 65. And the reason I popped was that you weren't specific enough to me in what you were looking for in a woman.
That's not my problem. I don't have any specific thing in my mind, but, first impression is very important to me because when I see the person for the first time, you got some feeling. That's very important to me, but I don't have any specific, you have to be just like that, you have to be just like that. It's like a feeling. So I can even express what is it, but I'm, from your heart. So those kind of stuff,
Now, before he didn't specify enough, maybe just based on physical appearance, is he someone that's your type?
Well, before I answer that, I just want to say, when it comes to being specific, I don't mean you have to be picky about this, and that. Just kind of like, what you're looking for. You're looking for someone that loves sports, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, what was the question?
Is he someone that's... I know you're...
I promise you I'm getting 4 or 5. I have a little thing here where I can cut out like what I want, and then I can like shave it down and then send it to the person to make the short out of it. But I've got about 10 just on this one episode, and I'm sure I'm gonna at least get half of them like really good. This episode, if he does another one, I promise you, I'm gonna do every single one of the old ones from this guy. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna backtrack because I just got hip to dude. I'm not really gonna backtrack like 3 months ago. Do a react to something 3 months ago. I'm not that type dude. I'm not fishing for views like that. I'm just gonna say if it comes out new and it's current, I'm gonna talk about it. But bro, every girl up here said something outright stupid. First off, she can't cook. Worst off, her best friend beside her thinks that a guy should just pay for a cook. This girl wants the Bible thump, and she's the heavyweight champ. This girl thinks she can tell people what to do and then tell people how to feel about it. This girl is condescending, disrespectful, and also likes to think other people are authority over like the person. That's not gonna work. This girl played it cool for a while, but she's always talking about not my physical type, and she looked like a peeled potato. So
no.
I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? This is just crazy to me. Every last one of these bras, absolutely crazy.
Saying though, you mean in general, is he someone that could be your type before, he didn't specify, just based on physical appearance, could he be someone that's your type?
Yeah, because he's not overweight.
You don't like him chunky.
I used to, but I gave that up. No, you don't.
Okay. Now, is she someone that could have been your type or be your type?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because she popped the balloon first.
Right. What about based on just attraction, initial? You said they're all very pretty.
Yeah. She's okay. But
she went from pretty to okay.
It has a different, spec. So she's okay. She's very pretty, but she's not my type.
Got it. Not your type. Okay, let's move on down. We had a few more pop balloons here. Name, age, and why you popped.
I'm Linda. I'm 60. I popped for several reasons. Most of all, when he said he's a homebody, doesn't like someone going out, and I'm very social. I have friends. I like doing a lot. I have a lot of activities. I'm very active. I'm not into the retirement thing. I won't be for 15 years at least, and I'm not a homebody. Oh. So, but no, he wouldn't be my type. He doesn't make good eye contact, and I like tall men, 5'11" and up.
Just like you.
Hey, yeah. I'm just the host, though. I can't take her home. I wish. But now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's okay. But as you said, I'm not a homeboy. I'm
homebody.
Homebody.
You are a homeboy.
Yeah, homebody. Yeah. So, but I'm sorry. I spend this time outside with the social with somebody. But thing is, some woman keep asking me spend money with me. So it's like, hey, honey.
Jesus Christ. That's the issue. And this is another reason why I say no PG. Because the whole thought or mentality about a man providing for a woman is just complete. It's almost asinine. You're asking a guy to give you, because you're not asking for provision, you're asking for privilege. And the problem is the church doesn't speak or let women know that everything you think a man is supposed to do for you comes from the privilege aspects of it. So much so that y'all jump around guy to guy looking for better privilege, which is fine. That's in your prerogative to do so. But you're moving around in your life. You're making life decisions, whether it's kids, whether it's marriage, divorce, whether it's baby deletion, all that, on the idea or premise of something about privilege. And you're thinking that's going to be, it's going to work out for you long term. It's not. 2, you're thinking it's what a man is supposed to do. He's not. 3, you're thinking it's the religious doctrine for a man to do it. It's not. 4th, you're going to run out of time, but do you see it? No. And the last thing is you think jumping around guy to guy, you're not going to be judged for it by guys. You know, if a guy is short, in this in the simple interaction, he didn't look at her, cool. He's under 5'11", he's judged for it, things he has no control over. Her, on the other hand, she's thinking privilege. She's been thinking like jump around, try to find that privilege from young to old. And when you have this, even when you get it or some remnants of it, that it's not supposed to be given to you. You're like judging, you're making life decisions on it, whether you're choosing to leave a person for it or you're choosing to like only deal with a person for it. Like you're making these life decisions on a thought process about privilege, and that's not what you're supposed to do. But I partly blame women for it because they're the ones doing it and they're the ones perpetrating it. But I really blame the church and women's parents. So if a woman does this, I blame her parents for not telling her not to do this. I don't blame the person. I don't blame the person wielding the stick. I blame the person who either allows them to wield the stick or who have like culturally taught them that wielding the stick is in their best interest and all that. Those are the people you blame. The person wielding the stick is going to get what they get in the end anyway. No different than if I go outside and I start talking crazy to guys. Eventually, I'm going to run into a guy who's going to be like, you ain't about to talk crazy to me. And he's going to put me down, you know, for a hospital visit or for good, if you know what I mean. So I don't necessarily blame them for moving around like this. It's a losing mentality. They don't know it, but I blame their parents. I blame the church. I blame everybody that came before them that's not telling them this. And I really blame the church because the church spends so much time on trying to dictate to tell a man what to do for women when we're supposed to go off of the book, the guidebook that we have, the Bible. But nowhere in there does it say provide a woman with privilege. And it's not deemed a man to do so because a man cannot. Very few men will ever be able to do so. You know, there are African nations where they barely have any running water. They're collecting rainwater, if they even get that. Where is he providing a life of privilege for a woman? He's not. They're basing off of survival. Their men and women in that tribe live off survival. But if those women have the same mentality as women here, you see where the problem is going to be. So the whole thought process of spend money and he's having to explain it, or I'm having to explain it, or men are having to explain it, that's not what we're supposed to do. We're not pay pigs, you know. But women don't realize that. They don't realize it at all. Because they'll do it 20, 30, 40, 50. And clearly this woman's 65 and still trying to do it. Well, I'm not a homebody. I'm going to be out on social. So I want us to go out and I want you to do all these things. And it's like, no, I don't care what you want. It's not what a man has to do. And it's not what men are doing. And men are counseling other men and letting them know that, hey, you don't have to do this. This isn't biblical. This isn't righteous in any way. And it's not even like something that most guys can do. And even if you do it, you're going to run yourself broke doing it. So let's just say you could do it for the average chick. It ain't in the Bible, so you don't have to do it. So you're doing something you already don't have to do. Let's just establish that off it. You're doing something that you don't have to do with the privilege. But then you extend this privilege to women and it's like, okay, more privilege and more privilege and more privilege. And it's like, no, I didn't even have to do it the first time. But they're free to go. They're free to move around and interact with different men however they choose to. But then they run to this problem here. And this is where the church comes in. The church doesn't warn women of this issue. You know, women never see the 65-year-old plan. You know, you never see it. And it just creeps. Because Mother Nature rules fun. I get it, you know. When you're young, guys look at Mother Nature like the bees and nice flowers with the brightest colors and the smell good and the hair. And they just, you can just breathe. You can like, your stomach is full off of just interacting with a woman. And then you get to touch them. You get to love on them. And everything gets to be fun. They interact with you. It's all fun. But Father Time comes in, which is the real disciplinarian of the equation. And now you're 65 and you're in this situation popping a balloon on a guy because he understands it's not in the Bible and he doesn't have to do this, and you shouldn't even be asking for it. You should be more mature than this, but you're not. And so this is what you do. You come here and then you're just stuck. You're stuck thinking no different than Vivica Fox. I should be getting this from my guy. No, you should not be. Nobody told you should be. It is what it is. I'm not mad at it. It's the system we live in. But guys are slowly starting to realize it. And the saddest part is it takes for guys to counsel other guys, like this whole movement or space or energy of men, like counseling other men, for men to realize, like, hey, the church has been not forthcoming about this information, so we have to figure it out for ourselves. We have to do our own tests. We have to run our own, realize what we're seeing, and we're realizing it's fake. Everybody wants to know why the world isn't fun no more. People my age and older are like, man, it used to be the shit back 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And I agree with you. When I was a kid, man, it was so much fun to do. You know what I mean? It was so much, the world was just way better and easier. You want to know why it's all messed up? Because everybody can see the BS now. I agree. There's going to be BS 24/7. But it needs to be out of plain sight for you to interact with it good. Like, when you was a kid, somebody did the little tie the knot and did like that and it disappeared. You're like, wow. Well, now once I realize you tied the knot and you showed me the different view, your view, and you just held the thing down and pulled it out, and I see like, oh, it wasn't magic. So I can't be tricked no more. I can't be fooled by this whole, well, you should take me on dates. So even this woman, or is that the same woman? No, the woman behind him saying, just, you're an architect, get a cook. No, I'm not doing that. Even if I could do that, that's not my job. That's not my role. And it's sad it takes men 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of passing notes or whispering things or putting like clues in songs and movies and stuff like that for us to get to this point and realize we're not doing this no more. And we never even had to do it. That's sad. That speaks more volumes to the whole situation than anything else. It takes men 50 years of trying to finagle and figure this thing out for us. When you had media, government, just everything in the world, like pushing us to a position that we never had to be in. An unrighteous position. You know? Because you go to church thinking you're getting a good word. You pray to God, but you think your pastor is actually fortifying or flourishing that relationship so that it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, just for you to come out here and be finagled by the church person. Because the church, now they got church pastors who are boy shees. That's another thing. But man, don't even get me started, because I'm gonna talk 50 minutes on this subject alone. Because I don't care. I'm not here to make a big stick on Instagram or YouTube and all that. I'm just here to say, like, when people lie about things that it should be a certain way, it's not. And that's why nothing's fun no more. That's why everything's inflated no more. Because the lies are over. You ran out of lies. It's like a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme, if y'all don't know, I think his name Dave Ponzi. A Ponzi scheme only works when new money comes in. You know? I take $50 from you and $50 from you. I promise y'all both $75 in a month. Well, to get y'all that extra $25 a piece, I got to take $50 from multiple people. And then I can give y'all back that money. But then they're still waiting on their $75. But then I need y'all that I gave y'all back that $25 extra. I gave y'all back y'all money plus what I owed you. I need y'all to give me more back. You see? I need you to give me $75 back and I can give them $25 a piece. But then you're waiting for $100 now. So I gave them their money. They're satisfied. Now y'all are expecting $100. I only got $100. And y'all are both expecting $100. So I need 2 more people to come in to give y'all back y'all $100. They're under the impression that 2 people who came in and gave me 50 piece that they're going to get 75 in a minute. So I need more and more people to come in. It's a Ponzi scheme of lies. And it all fell apart. That's how it works. And the world is just going through this, and love and relationships are taking the biggest toll. It's a Ponzi scheme. It was always a Ponzi scheme. And we just kept feeding into it in the 90s and when we were kids and when we had loved ones, and it was fun, you know? But love is a Ponzi scheme. You need money to come in and keep coming in from different people to keep it moving down the tracks. But what happens when everybody's starting to realize, hey, no, and everybody decides to pull their money out? It all falls apart. Mayhem everywhere. That's what happens. Everything goes under. That's where we at.
Why don't you go out there buying? That even doesn't need me. We don't need those kind of stuff. But she keep asking those kind of stuff. We call it shopaholic, something like that. But I'm not saying you are those kind of type. But it's kind of same spectrum category, something like that. So
relationships usually involve money because there's a high rate of return.
Nope. No, it's not. And that's an outward lie. I just talked about it. It's a high rate of return. He's laughing. You're going to laugh. Where's your high rate of return, ma'am? You're 65 plus. Where's that rate of return? Better yet, where's that rate of return in the Bible? Who's supposed to get you that rate of return? It's not a man.
ROI.
All right, that's true.
You yield a lot as a man.
She's teaching us some finance.
Yep. She ain't teaching us jack shit. She teaching us what a prime example of a loser is. That's what she's teaching us. Because everything she just said ain't in no book. That's not how it's supposed to go. Not how it's supposed to go. That's why it's not in the book. It's vague for a reason. It's not in the book because it can't be. It's not in the book because God didn't just want it to be. I'm pretty sure God would want men to take care of women. Hell, most men want to take care of women. That's why when most men get a lot of money, they typically take care of women. Hell, they even take care of multiple women. And men have no problems with doing it. But the fact that it's a prerequisite for love and relationships for a 65 plus year old woman, that's the issue. That can't be no more. No more. You are too old to still think you will Vivica A. Fox. I want a man to do this, take me out, and take me shopping. No. You're not going to get it. That's not how life works at all. That's not a man's job. Privilege is not a man's job.
Okay, very good. Let's move forward. I will ask that in a moment. I can ask now. Come on up with me just a little more. Real quick question, random. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm single right now. I don't want to spend the money that much.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your job, buddy. Your job isn't to just give women what they want. It's not how life works. Hold up. Oh man, hold on. Give me a couple minutes. Hold on, I'm gonna move this camera here. Hold on. My daughter's going off crying. Give me like 2 seconds. It would be when I'm streaming. Man, I got YouTube's most ghetto setup. I know that for a fact. All right, let's get back into it.
Is that why the marriage didn't work?
Yeah.
Well then. Okay.
Oh God. And look at the women that still want you to spend. It's not gonna happen, y'all.
We'll go forward and back, but let's start here. Name, age, and why you popped.
My name, excuse me. My name's Patrice. I'm 65, and yeah, that was a good one right there. Same age, but I would probably drive you nuts because I'm a little hyperactive and I have lots of stories that always end up longer than they should be. So I talk a lot.
Yeah, you talk way too damn much.
And I can be chill, and then oopsie, she brought up a point. You should be looking at me right now.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have to. Again, like, you see the moral police? You're supposed to just pay and you're supposed to be looking at her. No, I'm not. By what law?
You gotta look at the person who's speaking. You're looking at the ceiling. That part of the ceiling's not speaking. I'm speaking to you.
I'm sorry.
And like I said, I like you're not too short, because I do like them tall, but you're taller than me and you look fit. But like I said, you can see I'm chatting away here. I'd probably drive you absolutely nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up.
But it is a big thing. There you go. Yeah, because the eyes are the soul in the communication. If you're side eyeing, I mean, what are you hiding? You
I'm not hiding. That means I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I'm not hiding. I just don't like you, ma'am. Oh man.
You can look me. I mean, what are you hiding?
I'm not hiding. That means I don't like it.
You don't like me? You can look me in the eye and tell me that. I have.
No, I'm just joking.
But so that's because the warmth comes. See, now you're looking at me, and I can see your nice eyes, nice smile. But things to work on. But like I said, chat will drive you cuckoo.
Now, was before those things were said, or was he someone that's your type?
Well, there was a lot with the physique, and got the hair going, and he's got a good smile, and he likes laughing, but he doesn't keep the eyes.
65.
The eyes need to be here. Because look at this.
Focusing on your eyes.
She talking about, look at this. She talking about, look at this. She look, you know, she remind me of like a soggy ass French fry.
No.
Like the ones from McDonald's that's soggy. It's got like the grease that kind of glistens when it bends a little bit, like one of those.
No.
That's what she remind me of.
Right, that's what you need, right?
Eyes, and you can check it out.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I can keep looking at you just like that. So I don't think so.
Okay. We won't go deeper on that.
Did all that trying to chastise, say, look at me, look at all this. The eyes are the window to the soul. You should be looking at me, moral policing, saying, yeah, he's nice, he's this, and I'll probably drive him away. You did all that to say, and he ain't feeling you.
Or I might cry. Let's move forward some. Name, age, and why you popped.
Liz at 67. Because the eye contact is really important.
I'm doing that.
I know, but we convinced you to do it.
I got the love.
We convinced you to do this. Now you realize, when next time you go on a date, you're going to be looking at her instead of looking at somewhere else.
I keep my mind, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and were you married?
Yeah, I say, yeah.
He was. How long were you married for?
10 years.
And why did you break up?
I told you already.
But he did break up.
Yeah,
because it ended. The marriage ended.
It just ended?
He said because of...
Yeah, spent too much money. I don't like it.
Okay. Well,
yeah, it's the money. We're not jumping our life savings into your privilege. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Shout out to coaching. I always shout out CGA. I am a coaching game member. He's done numerous streams on how women's and if anybody sees this, I encourage y'all to go see it. He's done numerous streams on how women's income was always seen as supplementary to the husband's income or the father's income. So way back in the day when men kind of ruled the land and made everything how it worked, men always had the like if there was a plot of land, like let's say I have 3 daughters, right? So let's say I die and I have just land. I will leave it to my daughters because they're my next in line. When they get married, that land will go over to the husband because the husband is now on the hook for whatever happens to the land. The woman couldn't be on the hook for whatever happens to the land because they didn't have bank accounts. It was only up until like the 70s women could have bank accounts. So if the husband is on the hook, there's always that saying of who bears the responsibility has the authority. And that's fine, you know. One comes with, you know, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Because if it's like a head coach of a team, you know, if I'm going to get fired because my teams are playing like ass, cool. But I'm going to discipline the kids how I need to. I'm going to make sure they run the plays that I want them to run. I'm going to make sure they practice how I want them to practice. Because if it's on me, if they win, lose, or fail, you know, I don't need to get fired because my quarterback keeps throwing interceptions. If I can get fired because my quarterback keeps throwing interceptions, okay, cool. I'm in charge of him. He's gonna be here every day, rain, sleet, or snow, and he's gonna be throwing passes until he stops throwing picks. But that's if I can get in trouble for it. So if I'm irresponsible, it's my authority. So in a relationship, like she just thinking like, oh well, I have to just spin. Like no, like this point in history has never. It's never really been like that. And if people study this or read about it there's been numerous movies or documentaries on it, even like short films about it. Like this whole phenomenon is still like, this is under 60 years where women have had access to money. Now the system of money has been around for since before 1775. I'm assuming maybe the late 1600s. So we talking about over 400 or 500 generations, we had some form of physical currency, meaning this for that. So, and it's only until recent they've been able to interact with it, and look how it's gone. You know, buying up all the homes, getting in all of that. Like it's only been recent since that's happened. So, and look at the turmoil we're in. And even when they get it, because now there are women who can, you know, shake ass, you know, they can shake it.
Shaking it.
So there are women who could like shake ass to make money, and they still want you to drop all the dimes on them. They still want you to pay for all these things. And it's like, ma'am, there's an issue because you're making money. I don't have access to it, yet I still have to go above and beyond that. For this goofy notion that I have to go above and beyond the providing for you, Mark, because I have to now give you privilege. And this is this goofy notion that's killing every relationship, like with the dates, with the buying the mask, with buying makeup, with buying certain clothes, with luxury trips, with luxury home items. And then the worst part about it is we've just made their traditional job easier, safer, faster. So now they expect you to do all of it. And then now they expect you to get a cook. Okay, so you expect a man to get a cook because he has the money. 100 years ago, you had to cook for us. I had to get the food. Then somewhere along the line, some man, because he loved his wife so much, made it to where we're just going to make this machine that runs on electricity to where you put the meat on there, it does its thing. Now you still got to season it, you know, but it does its thing. You don't have to slave over the cast iron that you had to form yourself, and the woman has to stand there and like learn how to cook it. Like, no, we came so far from that. And then now we live in where there's refrigerators, microwaves, ovens, dishwashers, laundry machines. And now the woman says, yeah, well, I don't really like cooking like that. Can you just buy us can you get us a chef? And it's like, you see, like, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but.
Well, just basically, there's give and take.
See how I use an ad blocker? Very mindful, very demure. I'm not watching ads like the rest of you. But when I
in relationships, and I feel like it would be more only your way instead of both ways.
Is she right about that?
Yeah.
Thank you for the honesty. Okay. Now, like before any of that, is he someone that could be your type?
He could have been, but then when he started talking about, the money factor, it's like, something like that should be later on in a relationship, not right away.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not focusing on the money fact, but the thing is, marriage life is different. We have to make a living together, right? So, in some limited income I have, we have some budget, we have something like that, right?
Right.
So, but some lady, and they don't think about that much. They just want to spend first, and then I feel...
My man cooking. My man, the RP content creator. He out here cooking. Yeah, man, I get it. Like, and it's even worse when you start to have kids, because they say the average cost of a kid from 0 to 18 is around $250. Well, that was 20 years ago. The average cost of a kid, if you want them to have like a regular life, is probably around $350 or $400,000, and that's all the stuff you're gonna see, all the diapers and wipes you're gonna buy. When they start growing at a steady pace. If they don't physically gain weight, like a whole bunch of weight, you ain't feeding your kids oodles and noodles every day, but they grow at a certain pace, and then they start getting a little older. Now you got their insurances coming in play. Never mind the birth that took $20,000 that you only had to pay back $5,000 through your bills. But your birth cost $20,000-$30,000 a year 20 years ago. Now it's probably upwards of $50,000. Then if they need any surgeries, then if you got to put braces on your kids' teeth, that's a few $1,000s. Like, it's that, plus it's the clothes, plus it's the, okay, are they going to be a part of any clubs or recreational leagues? Okay, cool. That's thousands of dollars. Are they going to go into private school if you decide to go that route? That's thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars a month. So that's anywhere upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 or $1,000 to $5,000 per month for like a private school, if not more. So you're doing all this for your kid, and then they get older and they need more clothes. They just need so many things, and it's just like, they get older and older. And then, okay, now they're 15, 16, they got to get a car. It's only until then they start actually pulling some type of weight. They're still not going to cook for you. They're still going to take up all your refrigerator space with a bologna sandwiches, you know what I mean? Or whatever they got going. But it's like, then they can work. But it's like all this stuff, all the trips you're going to take when y'all go to Disneyland. Are you going to do any of that? If you're not going to do any of that, cool. But what do most people do? They start busting them out rather quickly. You know what I mean? So poorer people have more kids than richer people. So, and they're going to just continue to have more and more kids. So they need medicines. You got co-pays. You have all these things that marriage is not, if we have to be on a budget, we got to be on a budget. We can't just live outside of our means. But again, El Potato here thinks that you're supposed to just drop bread on things, and that's not how it works. Really, and you want to know the craziest thing? To prove that's not how it works, there was a TV show called Revolutions. I think it's the greatest show ever. It was where the electricity went out in the world, and it showed like years later what happened. But imagine if the electricity just went out forever. Well, not forever. It went out for years. 5, 10, 15 years. Are there still going to be people living? Yes. And what are they going to do? They're going to be farming. So what are the women going to have to do? They're going to have to get out there. They're going to have to walk to a water source to wash clothes, to keep linens clean for them and their kids. What are the women also going to have to do? The guys going to have to farm. So guys going to have to pull up the streets, pull up the yards, break down homes and barriers and stuff like that so they can farm. So now we got to grow crop. You know, then there's going to be people who have to be security. And when things break down like that, there's still gangs. You know, there's going to be groups of people who are going to ride around and try to take from those who have whatever they have. So it's all these things, like, you know, there's going to be women who have to teach. They may have to sit outside or sit in a home, or sit in like if they live in a town, they may have to walk to the auditorium to teach kids for their whole little area. And it was a great TV show. I felt like it could have been like a smash if they had like a better story to it, or more like kind of violence in it. But it's that idea, like if we went back to that, y'all would just do that. So it's not like we have to provide you with gifts and trips, because if the electricity goes away, not only is your ass gonna be out there farming, you're gonna be cooking and you're gonna be washing clothes at the stream and walking them back like you in the middle of Africa. So all this goofiness would provide, and it costs to be in a marriage is all dumb.
Get it up. It keep going on and on.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from, but I mean,
so
I'm not like that.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, you're not like that. Did you possibly want your balloon back, or you're?
No. I don't want it.
All right. Let's walk it on back. We did get more pop balloons. Let's stop right here with this lovely lady. Name, age, and why you pop.
Hello, my name is Henri. I'm 64. And I popped because you were talking about the money thing. And we're a couple. I could have my own money and not be asking you to spend it all the time.
That is fine, but in a marriage life, it's not like that. Did you get married before?
No.
You see, you don't know what the marriage before is, right?
My man Chan is cooking, bro. Chang is cooking. You ain't never been married, ma'am. You have no idea how it's gonna work. You're guesstimating. You're guessing. Talk to him, Chang.
Life is, right? Yeah, once you're getting together, it's the same house, same living. We have to have a shares everything. Most of, not everything, but money is money. So you need some money for making living together. But if income is not enough, we have to make a plan and we have to make a schedule on this, right?
So how do you know that the income's not enough? I might make more money than you do.
Oh, in that case, I don't have any complaint.
Goofy broad. She has no reason for popping. She's the goofy broad.
So it was just that I really like the way you look. You got a great smile.
Yeah.
And guess what? I really don't mind that you don't have eye contact, because you have an eye contact with me. And I think maybe you just need somebody that, you know, you think deserves eye contact, because you haven't stopped staring at me one time.
All right. Yeah.
I'll ask, is she someone that's your type?
I don't think so.
But you couldn't keep your eyes off of her.
Because I like a butterfly.
Butterfly, that's my thing. Butterfly.
Now, you kind of already said it, but he could be someone that's your type.
He could be somebody that's my type. I think I think they kind of like overjudge the eye thing, because he hasn't, and maybe you got trained because they told you this time. So that could be it too.
I used to look at
and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But overall, yes, very well put together. I like the fact that he likes to do a lot of things outdoor. He never said he was a homebody. He said he likes to swim, golf, do tennis, everything.
And jogging.
And I'm a good listener.
This tennis court occupied by pickleball play.
Yeah.
So I can't play tennis anymore. So I changed to the pickleball. Okay.
So that's good. So thank you.
Thank you.
Got it. Let's walk on back. We did have one more pop. Name, age, and why you pop.
I'm over 50, Stacy, and why did I pop? Well, he's a very nice person. He seems very, very affable and very, very nice and kind and very shy. But there was too much focus on money, and to me, it should be money is no object. If you want it and I have it, you can have it.
Because
I've got money like that?
No, if he should be.
I'm about to say, I might.
Maybe.
Hey.
I've been working long time in the financial field because I always look at the money. Yeah, but frankly, the money is a fact for life. I'm not saying I'm just money is everything, but when you make a living, you need money.
I agree, but there are poor people who love each other, and if somebody wants something, and if they have the money, it's yours. So it's a matter of sharing, not a matter of.
They're part of the problem of why things cost so much. They are already poor. The reason why your check gets taxed so much is because we have to help those people. If those people just disappeared and we never had to help them, then the price of everything would just it would bottom out. You get a whole box of Fruit Loops for $1. A whole family size box of Fruit Loops for $1. If we didn't have to nickel and dime from everybody to help
You have to read this.
somebody who's poor get on like a Section 8 or EBT or something like that. It's helping those people that causes money, because the government doesn't make no money. The government just manages money. The government, essentially what the government is a middleman. They just middleman everything and take something from it. They're not actually doing anything. They take a penny from all of us to help 50 women in a county get food stamps for their kids. Now, if they gave us back that penny, we'd have a penny more, but then that woman would have to figure out what she's going to do for her and her kids. So, or those women. So then if we do that with all the other services that help people, you know, we'd have more money. But money is a very, very pressing thing in a relationship.
In other words, it's not as important.
Yeah.
It's not as important.
I know it's a beautiful story, but real world, you step out the door.
But
I don't think it's that many people just like that.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds beautiful to you. Yeah, of course you don't want to talk about money now. But what's going to happen when we leave here and I got to go? What happens when we leave here and then we get into a relationship and then all of a sudden you trying to nickel and dime me to buy everything? It's not how it works. Especially being unmarried.
Yeah, looking for love. But you need the food too, right?
Well, you know, there's always enough.
Always enough. Okay, if you're enough. So yeah, if you say so, yeah, I agree with that.
You can share.
You can share.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have enough food, you can share.
This is America. People do not starve to death.
Okay.
She has no idea how the world works.
All right.
Now,
okay. We have a lot of way to get it, right?
Do you think she could be someone that's your type?
And the only reason why people don't starve to death is even she's wrong already on face value. But the only reason why some people don't starve to death is because we're taking money from everybody to save them. Of course, of course people aren't going to starve to death. But if they had to make it on their own, guess what they're going to do? They're going to starve to death. Because people don't make it on their own. It's plain and simple. If we don't have to help out the losers of the world, everything will be cheaper. You'd have way more money. Your hourly pay would probably double if we didn't have to take money to help nobody else. It could probably double. Easy. Overnight. But the problem is, we got to help people who don't want to do for themselves. So until we stop doing that, and I don't know if everybody's going to vote about that. Most women don't vote about that. Most guys probably are more on that type time. We're just going to keep helping the losers. Well, everything's going to keep being jacked up. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. My heart didn't pump it up.
Okay. Now, do you think he could be someone that's your type?
Too much money, huh?
The spark's not there, but you know, you can overcome it by other attributes. Mm-hmm. So it would have taken some time and the money. You know, too much focus on money.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not too much focused on money. But thing is that money is base. I'm talking about the base on the life. On top, you can do whatever you want. Share love, share food, whatever. But you need the money to
me, the base is a good heart.
Oh, sure.
Of course, it's a base is a good heart because it's his dying. But base is a good heart. He ain't got no money. He done lost his job. But he has a good heart. Are you still going to stay?
Yeah, that's true.
You going to stay?
Yeah, heart base. That's true.
Money's the last.
Yeah, money's the last.
Yeah. And how you view other people.
Yep.
That could be the reason you're single, buddy. You put money first. But it's okay. Let's walk on back. It does look like all of our real ones popped their hearts. But you still are a real one. Can we still clap it up for this real one? Can we still clap it up? I'm going to take your mic. Thank you so much. You can head out that way. Thank you so much, kind sir. Maybe you'll find someone that's money hungry like you are concerned. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Clap one more time, ladies. I will say this, folks. Thank you so much for watching this wonderful episode of A Real One. We're hoping that that we can get more seasoned folk that are real ones and ready for love. So if you are looking for love, why don't you go to that link in the description and do what you're supposed to do? Email us so we can find you some love. Continue to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you on the next episode of A Real One. Thank you.
That's it on that, man. This was an absolute dumpster fire. Dumpster fire. But anyway, man, like he said, that was the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This was cool and fun. But yeah, this is just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, follow me on social media and all that. And yeah, man. See y'all in the next video. Peace.